Welcome back to the ethanol review. Before I start, I need to say, support your women's national team. The World Cup just started. USA is #1. They are the reigning champions, and they need your support during this critical time. So, good luck, ladies. I hope you do it against Thailand tomorrow. Or today, depending on when I release the video. So, this is a little bit unusual. I bought a brand that is based on a gimmick, Game of Thrones. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. There was a number of Scotch distilleries that teamed up with Game of Thrones to release different houses of like a one-off Scotch. So Lagavulin did one, Talisker did one, Oban did one, and Glendullan from their Singleton series did one also. They did House Tully, which is what we're doing today. House Tully from the Singleton. Before I go any further, I want to clear up kind of who this is, because I was a bit confused about it myself. Who's making it, right? So the distillery is called Glendullan, and this is in the Speyside region of Scotland, in Dufftown, where I think Balvenie and Glenfiddich are, and a few other distilleries. So this is a huge Scotch producing little area, little burr. It's not a city, it's like burr. So Glendullan is the distillery. They're owned by Diageo, which Diageo is a big spirits company that owns a lot of brands, probably as big as like Sazerac or Beam Suntory. So Diageo is a big one. So this is their distillery now, and ever since 2007, which the distillery was founded in 1898, and it changed hands throughout the way, but since I think 2007, Glendullan started releasing a line called the Singleton. So same distillery, but this is like a brand series, I guess you would call it, the Singleton. So there's like a Singleton 10 year, there's a Singleton 12 year, you know, and on and on and on. So what these guys did was they did a non-age statement Scotch. So there's no year put on it, although it is single malt, that was supposed to represent House Tully. Now I'll say in advance that this is very affordable Scotch. The Glendullan line, a lot of people haven't heard about it, and this is probably because mainly they produce juice for other distilleries like William Scotch and Old Parr, I think are two of them. But these guys, Glendullan, actually produce almost 4 million liters of Scotch a year. So these are like behind the scenes guys. They're not big brands you'd recognize like a Johnny Walker or Glenfiddich or Glenlivet. But these guys started putting out their own single malt under this Singleton line. So it's like their semi-nice stuff. It is, however, very much a budget Scotch. This was $29.99, which if you're a single malt Scotch drinker, or blended for that matter, you know that is an incredibly affordable bottle of Scotch. So when I bought it, I didn't have high expectations, but Game of Thrones, you know, fuck it. You gotta give it a try. Speaking of which, let's give it a try. So what we have here is a very honey-like gold. Very reminiscent of honey. Kind of blonde almost. Pretty color, very light. When I think of Tully, yeah, fuck. This seems about right. It's really pretty color. Gold. The nose is very good. I was a bit skeptical because of the price tag. I'm a bit nervous about it, but the nose is what you would expect a standard Speyside Scotch to be like. So there's kind of a toffee and a little bit of a sherry and cream and lemon. really custardy lemon and honey, which is beautiful, and it's very characteristic of a lot of other Speysides. It smells soft. Yeah, really good. Actually, there's a little bit of dark caramel in there, kind of hidden. Ooh, that was a nice little surprise. The nose is really good. This is good. It starts off really nice. Very full of character. Like, again, like a good, typical, think Macallan 12-year, kind of good Speyside. Has fullness to it, has a richness, has some of that honey and toffee and a bit of citrus and cream. But the finish kind of thins out. It doesn't keep that same richness to it. It kind of dims away pretty quickly to have a short finish that isn't particularly great. Definitely not bad though. For $29.99, I mean, this is not a bad deal. This is, it's definitely a budget item, but the nose is really good. Palate's a little soft, a little flimsy compared to the nose, but it's good. I mean, it's just as good as like a Johnny Black, although Johnny Black has a better body than this does. This is lighter for sure. But like a Dewar's, which is, or Monkey Shoulder, that's around 30 bucks, 31 bucks. I mean, this would give them a run for their money, really. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. If it was over $30 though, I don't know. I wouldn't pay more than $35, but then again, I probably wouldn't buy this particular brand again. Unless as a gift. I mean, as a gift, come on, dude. $30, if you've got a Game of Thrones friend, like, that's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, but good seeing you. Good talking with you. I've been watching a little bit of Mr. Rogers lately, so I feel like interacting with the camera a little bit differently now. Watch some old Mr. Rogers. He's just like, just so cool. So cool. Come on back and see us next week.